Yeah.
Woohoo.
That was
Dude.
nice. Solid.
Magic.
Solid.
Magic.
I'd say he's a solid rhythm guitarist.
Wow, that's hurtful.
I've waited over a decade to hear those words, and I've never. You play one riff.
It actually could be the guitar. That's your guitar, right?
No, it's Ed Sheeran's. It's got his name at the top.
Hey, we might need to move around the house.
Oh my gosh, it's following us. It's like a serpent.
It's like a storm. We're going to have to name it here soon.
So, welcome to the show, everybody out there in podcast land.
You've reached Unsought Opinions. Please leave a message. We're with the boys. Dano, who do we got today?
We got our old friend Shawnee. Rolling in here from who knows where. I just know him from fantasy football.
It's true.
At least these days.
Call me Uncle Touchdown.
Is that your name?
That's my name.
That's the
I
best.
had one of those.
Yeah, now I'm changing it.
Yeah, he changed his name too.
We use this a lot. Ben loves
No, we don't. He does constantly. He's a sound effects nerd.
I love it. We used to
Yeah.
have our intro as one of the sound effects, and I'd like bring it in slowly, and then Ben kept throwing hissy fits. So then we had to switch to just me doing random instruments, and then we had to switch to someone that actually knows how to play doing random instruments. So next week you got the kazoo. Good luck on that. We're gonna see how it goes.
All right.
Do you have a
Brush up.
kazoo?
No,
I haven't done that yet.
But
I feel like I have one.
speaking of kazoos, today is my 2-year-old's birthday, so we'll have a party on Saturday. Hopefully, get some kazoos out of that joker. Yeah, dude, that's the goal.
That's the only reason you're having the party.
That's
right?
the only dude. Yeah, that's the.
Bring your own kazoo.
I had one of those whistle ring whistles
Right.
that got us through 6 episodes. So.
Nice. Nice.
Shawn, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining us.
Dude, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've heard big things about this podcast, so I made it a point to
From Steven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
oversold.
Finally,
it.
Steven
right.
talked about it to someone.
Right. You know what's funny is I got a text from Shawn today, and it said, "Hey, just listened to a couple episodes of the podcast. I love it," or it was funny or hilarious or something. Whatever it was.
I don't know if I said love.
It was it was the greatest
I heard
review.
Hey, I listened to it.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't.
We
I
hear
don't.
what we want to hear, Sean.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to overhype our podcast, but listeners rave that it's quote not bad to listen to as background music. And we have a fox in the background.
Noise.
Speaking of
Not
background
music.
music, I don't know if you guys can hear it.
I hear it.
What is it?
A fox. What does a fox say?
I have no idea.
Something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it close to the chicken coop?
Us chicken
Yeah.
people know Fox anytime.
Dude, fox for sure. I really want. We have an electric fence around our chicken coop, and for the first 6 months of having the chickens, I just had a camera out there just to see a fox get shocked, and I never got one. There was literally fox tracks all around the camera, and then he bends around the camera and passes the.
They just
chicken
drop
coop.
below like a
Yeah,
like
dude.
a lightning bug lamp, bug light.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I definitely know what you're talking about for sure.
The blue electric lamps. Yeah.
I have one of those.
What does that have to do with a fox?
I was picturing a bunch of foxes getting zapped and just laying dead all the way around.
It's like a blue neon light that looks like a chicken.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yes.
Back at my old house, my dogs would be freaking out at foxes all night long, and I finally had enough of it. I got a spotlight, right, and I shined it out there, and I saw the lights shining back at me from the woods, and I scanned down the woods line. There's 7 or 8 sets of light, eyes come shining back at me. So I bought a permit to trap these things, right? And I bought some rotisserie chickens and a live trap, and I put them, along the edge line or the woods line. These foxes, they're so smart. They come up to the fence or the cage, the webbing of the cage, and they'll look in, but they won't go in, and they'll try to dig underneath it to try to get it. Never caught a single fox. Waste of a permit.
And
A rotisserie chicken. Yeah.
Dude, my move now lately is because sports are starting up and everything. Rotisserie chickens just save our family for meal. You need a quick meal.
dude.
Go buy a $5 rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, dude.
They're so good,
Kidding
too.
me? They're so good.
Yeah.
And then leftovers, you just
Yeah.
chop them up and make what are the The quesadillas.
Oh yeah.
Those things.
The quesadilla.
yeah.
The clam-
They quack like ducks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, it's my new thing now. I was talking to my wife and I was like, how weird would it be if like we're in public and I just like put my hand up like this and only talk to you through my hand. So we like went to a store and I was literally like, hey hon, do you need this? Like, talking through a hand puppet and like just like what would your reality be if that's how I had to communicate with you all the time?
Well, I wouldn't be here. That's for sure.
What'd you say?
I wouldn't be here.
Right.
What reality would make that have to happen?
I don't know. I could hit my head on something, and then now I'm hand puppet guy. I don't know, dude. I hit my head in a car crash, and my whole personality changes. These things happen.
That actually happened?
Yeah,
How
What was
were
your
you
personality?
before?
dude. I was very quiet and
No.
subdued before. I promise you.
And very British.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that's true.
He's trying to get all his words out now before it happens.
Is that what this podcast is for?
That's what it is. So like people know that. There was seriously a girl I went to high school with. Like she started dating one of my buddies, and she was like, I didn't think that you knew how to talk. Like
Whoa.
it was like legit. She was like, I didn't really know that you could talk. Like, this is so weird.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I did.
And
Yeah.
you still can't.
I still not well. That's for sure.
Not good.
So, get in a car accident, and you never know the guy you'll be afterwards. It's exciting.
It is exciting.
There it is. It's exciting.
It just is.
You're exciting, Anderson. You gotta enjoy it.
Shawn, you know, the best thing that I know about you is that your wife is an incredible singer.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
She might be the best singer that I know personally.
Well, she's the best I know personally. That's for sure.
She's
Yeah.
crazy.
She's legit. Yeah,
Does she sing still?
all the time
No, maybe like for things.
for things. Yeah.
Oh wow,
All the
really?
time. Yeah, every
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, okay, nice.
Church.
She leads worship.
She does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude,
She's
incredible.
picked up guitar too.
All right, dude.
Like last. All right, bro. Chill out, dude.
Wait, I'm thinking.
Stop. Knock it off. Think about other stuff. Yeah, no, she's been playing guitar now for like probably 6 or 7 years, and she's really picked it. Yeah, she plays a lot of rhythm stuff, and so she leads with that and sings, and yeah, she's awesome.
She's legit, dude.
She's great. She's great.
She's great. You know what else is great?
It's happening.
I want. Exactly. I
Did
wanted
he just
you-
get in a car?
dude. It's just
Crazy.
Every
I was-
time a car drives by, he has like a flashback.
right, exactly.
Reset.
It's too much. No, but I was gonna compliment you, but then it was like I should bail from this because it's awkward to just compliment you, and like Ben.
No, I'm here for it.
Kind of gave
Keep
that
going.
backhanded compliment thing. Like, so you got a great dog. That's great. I like that. Do you still have Griffin or is that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank the Lord. Every time that we talk about you and your wife to my children, regardless, we'll talk about random friends and they don't know and they just stay quiet. If Shawn and Rachel are ever brought up, they say, "Who are they?" Every single time. Like, and we talk about you guys.
Isn't that funny, Shawn?
That's great. Yeah.
And every
that's
time
awesome.
we have to say, "They're Griffin's parents," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I got it." Because we went camping with you one time and you brought your dog.
Yes.
And they really latched onto that. So-
Wow.
But yeah, so we met Shawn and Rachel, and a lot of us in our group are drummers. Like naturally, it's our first language, and Shawn comes in and he's a drummer, and we're like, oh great, there's another drummer for the list. And then I heard Shawn drum, and he's so good at drumming. It makes
Yeah.
me not want to drum, and I hate it so much. I get so jealous of you. In fact, this is my time to
ridiculous.
just tell you to get.
All right.
Go on.
I'm done. Thanks for having me, guys.
But it's cool because like every Christmas parade, we're at the town parade for my kids' school, and we like do a float with them and everything. And then you hear one church that has a float that like does live music with like a drum set and electric guitars and stuff. And they literally did Carol of the Bells, but Trans-Siberian Orchestra version of it. And you just see the dude slaying the drums. It's Shawn on this trailer, just like hammering, and it's just so cool. I love it.
It's so fun.
It's the highlight of my Christmas parade every year. Not my kids walking in a parade. I don't care about that. But like,
no one cares about
Is
kids.
it on
for sure.
Christmas?
it's not on the same day as Christmas.
I've never gone to a Christmas parade.
You've
kidding
never been
me?
to the Christmas parade in Warrenton? It's a big thing.
No.
Okay, well, there's our town.
Well, I'm usually in New York.
Oh,
On
ooh.
December, like, 9th?
Why is it on the 9th?
It's like the first weekend of December so that everyone's not out of town.
No, I'll check it out.
I'm so lost. It blows my mind.
That's the bigger
Have you gone to the
story here.
parade?
I don't even. I haven't been. I was still thinking about Rachel. Sorry.
Let's have a talk.
Will she listen to this because you're on the pod?
At least to the first few minutes, I would imagine. Yeah, maybe.
You'd like to support
Probably,
you?
yeah.
She'll probably listen until like right now.
Right.
I'll tell her there's like
And we're done.
there's like a discount, like a discount code or something. Like
Yeah.
Lily Pulitzer or some girly brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys don't know what a Christmas parade is?
No, I know what parades
I've never
are, and I know
gone
what
to-
Christmas is, so I can do the math. But
Yeah,
And you've been to Warrenton, right?
yeah,
Okay,
I drove through.
that's
that
where it
once.
is.
I worked on the guy's house that it turns out to be Santa every year. So it was Santa.
The North Pole?
Working
the
in the
North
North
Pole?
Pole, apparently. Yeah, but he's a really cool guy. Down to earth.
Is
Are
it
you
the guy? Okay, wait. There's a couple
Yes.
of them. Is it the guy who has
There's kids
the
listening.
beard
Just wanna-
and rocks the red truck?
From Red Truck
He works
Bakery.
for Coke.
Yeah, like legit.
Right.
He's like the Coca-Cola.
No.
I know who you're talking about.
No, it's a guy that I would say 11.2 or 11.98 months out of the year has a brown black hair and maybe a short beard. He might be clean shaven. I'm not sure.
Never heard of that guy.
Okay,
So
he's
he
a cool
grows
guy.
a beard real fast.
Yeah, dude, he's like Tim Allen.
We have a guy in my church. His father legitimately dresses like in Santa attire, not like straight Santa garb, but like red. And he's got like the most perfect white beard you've ever. Like he legit looks like Santa Claus. And I won't give away his name because he's a real Santa. And
Let's just say it's Nick.
That's right. Yeah. Nick. But yeah, no. And he has like a pocket full of like these like Santa Claus coins, like they're metal coins and stuff that he hands out to kids. And I think he's actually been to the White House too. Like he's that level of Santa Claus. Like you've got your run of the mill, sort of bell clanging,
All right,
Salvation
those guys are
Army
doing
stuff.
a lot of work for the Lord.
The Billy
so-
Bob Thorntons
Are
of the
they,
world.
though? I mean, come on. But yeah, no, he's like next level Santa Claus. So
That's
awesome.
crazy. That's
Yeah,
tight.
no, he's
There was a guy in my neighborhood growing up. He would always dress all the kids up as Santa Claus. It was. I mean, he only did it a couple years, and then he just like disappeared one year.
Is this the uncle
We don't
you're
know where he
talking
went.
Did you get dressed up as Santa?
A couple times. Yeah.
What would happen
I mean,
after you're
I-
Santa?
Huh?
What would happen after you dressed as you?
He'd mow the lawn.
about? It's a different podcast.
No, it's a different guy. he would dress himself up as an elf. It was sort of a. What is wrong with you guys?
Dude, I would love for you to get like hypnotized regression therapy and just see all the memories that you don't have anymore.
Yeah. I wonder.
That's so funny.
There wasn't a lot of money in it, though. I can tell you that.
So, you got paid to be Santa?
No, not a lot.
But
Maybe not at all.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, you got some baggage there. Needs to be worked out. Oh my goodness. Did anything like typically 10 minutes ago we do how was your week and go through each person's week and say how was your week, but we're kind of deep into the podcast, so I don't know that we need to go through the whole deal. But does anyone have anything cool that happened to them this week?
You should have just gone ahead and played
I'm not. No. I'm saying I don't want to go person by person. Shawn, how was your week, bro? Dude,
I don't know what the number is.
oh, sorry.
All right.
Shawn, how's your week, bro?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good, yeah. I don't, man, other than like,
I should have pre-gamed you for that question.
Yeah,
it's
you
literally the
should've.
only one.
He listened to the
He gets me
pod.
every
He
time.
knows.
I did. I was kind of prepared,
Oh,
but I don't. But then
yeah.
nothing actually happened.
You're aware
during the
that it's
last
going
week.
to come, but then you don't think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And nothing happened. So
Okay.
it was
You just-
pretty uneventful. So there's your answer.
Great.
Nothing happened.
Well, thanks for contributing to the pod.
Sure. Yeah. Aren't you glad you brought me?
Ben,
I
any
got
more
one.
ghost sightings?
No ghosts.
Okay.
Nope.
Anything else? Poison ivy related or other?
Yeah, I got poison ivy from chopping up a poison ivy vine with my machete.
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 Yeah.
cheat.
Yeah, and I was chopping it because it's like there's this huge vine that's like growing up one of my
Grinding.
Yeah. It's a walnut tree too. It's crazy. It actually, yeah, I want to say my walnut tree, and so I chopped the vine, and I went around the other side. I was chopping the other vines. And then there was another vine that was like on the ground. I was like, yeah, I might as well just chop this vine. It wasn't a poison ivy vine.
I'm in a chopping mood.
I'm just going to just try to clear out around this tree. And it's like torqued underneath something. And I'm hitting this thing with the machete.
So it's a grinding vine that twerked?
No, this is a different vine.
Oh.
This one was...
I heard torque too.
Yeah.
yeah. And I chopped it. And it finally came loose and sprung up because it actually was a tree, not a vine. Like I thought it was a vine, but it was a tree. And it shot up. And as it shot up, it threw a stick and just blasted me in the face, like right on the eye.
In the eye or like on
Like
the...
on
Did
the
you get it
eye.
closed up before
I
it got
think
there?
so. Because, I mean, I definitely got scratched, but it wasn't bad. I don't know. It was weird. It was like the impact was the worst part. Like instantly my nose was running. Like I like just I was disoriented. I was like, snap, dude. I just got punched in the face by a tree.
Oh my gosh. Dude, it's the stick man guy.
The
He's coming to
stick
get
got
you.
me, yeah. Not the same stick man that your friend
Right,
saw.
exactly.
I was just picturing that guy too.
Yeah.
The Groot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What were you
there's
gonna say?
I was gonna ask you about your week, and I was gonna ask Shawn if he's into cryptid stuff.
Yeah, well, we'll get there. It's in my notes.
Okay.
We had a weird thing happen. So my daughter, I guess, walked into like a tick nest or something. So we've had super tiny ticks all over the place. She had like 15 stuck behind her ear.
Oh,
Stuck?
dude.
Like they
Like-
bit her?
oh man.
Yeah, like 15 of them, a whole cluster of them. And then we just keep finding them. I've had 5, and
So come to my house.
everyone's had some.
Do you know
So,
what kind of ticks they are?
I shook off in the basement. Don't worry, I'm good now.
Do you know what kind of ticks they are?
Probably the Lone Star ones. One of them had the little like white part up by the collar, you know, for
Yeah.
the Lone Star
Have
I
you tried
don't
steak
know.
since you got bit?
steaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
be
had a
allergic.
burger just before coming here.
How you feel?
Queasy.
Yeah,
Daggone
You
weed.
just need to lay it down.
Uh,
Poor guitar.
One time I was working on a farm, and
For those of our listeners that don't know, the Lone Star tick makes you allergic to red meat. I think we've gone over
I
it
can't
before,
remember
but
the name of the disease that it gives you, but
yeah, you can't eat steak
I
or
think it's-
any kind of.
Meatitis, isn't it?
I heard. Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
I knew it was Latin. That's why I couldn't remember it. So thank you for bringing that up.
That's fine. No, we're good with the like origin of things. Yeah, I was working on a farm, and I walked out to a well house to paint some trim around it or whatever, and it was unmowed farmland. I mean, it was just like, grass up to your chest. And I get back from doing that, and I noticed like there were just ticks all over my pants. I was like, oh man, I got a few ticks on me. So I was like picking them off and chopping them up with my knife, my little like X-Acto knife thingy.
From the gas station.
No, I wish. That's if I had
That
that
was
knife on me, no
awesome.
ticks would have gotten on me. They'd have been like, shoot,
America.
yeah, America,
Don't mess with that man.
yeah. And then I like feel them on me, like underneath my pants. So my brother, who I was working with, and my brother-in-law, they come into this barn, and I just strip down, and they are literally picking ticks off of like every square inch of my body. It was like 60 ticks I got off of me.
And it's like a monkey exhibit.
Yeah, I just stood there like this, and they just like, it was actually like a.
Were they or were they not eating them?
Hey, I wasn't paying attention.
Gotta
to
put
that
them
part.
somewhere.
It's protein, man.
Dude, yeah. No, they're just going to throw them on the ground and get back on me.
Those are good ticks. Don't throw those out.
Dude, that is my nightmare. Like, do you know, like, whatever the fear of, like, cluster is? Like a honeycomb or, like, frog eggs on the
Clusteritis.
water? Yeah, clusteritis. There's, like, this fear that's,
Claustrophobia,
like,
actually.
yeah.
Like, that's the disease.
That was so good. Anyway, so like frog eggs on the water just like freak me out, or
Oh, well,
just,
yeah.
like, different
Noted.
things like that.
Dude, have you ever eaten those?
Yeah,
Straight out of the pond.
They
like
taste
an
much
omelet
better
or
than they
something?
look.
Or?
Well, there's a place in Gainesville that's got them. They put them in like your smoothies.
Oh,
It's like
Frog eggs.
Boca tea or boba tea
Oh,
or something.
Yeah.
yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but they're not real frog eggs. Though.
I don't know. They taste like it.
I never thought
They
about
are
it.
gross.
They are so. They give you a giant straw just so you can slurp them up,
Yeah.
dude. It's disgusting.
It's a weird
I-
sensation when you're drinking, and all of a sudden you get one that goes to the back of your throat. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Start ribbiting. Go ahead.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Boba tea. You
Boba
never had
tea?
boba tea,
bro?
Heck no, dude. I don't venture out. I get like strawberry banana milkshake. That's the only thing I do. I don't venture from my comfort zone. I'm good with it.
Smart.
Yeah, dude. I don't
In
want
this
to
case,
You're
that's
not
very
choke
smart.
down
Yeah.
a daggone frog egg.
Dude,
I don't know what they
disgusting.
actually are. They're like flower balls or something nasty.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's really bad. Horrible idea.
people
Anyway.
love it too. I think
People love it.
people
people
love
love
it
it.
just because it sounds kind of exotic, and
It's the texture.
yeah,
Sean, you look
Oh,
like
you've never
someone
had-
that would drink a lot of kombucha.
Oh God, that sounds terrible. Is that
Oh,
like
really?
the vinegary?
I don't know.
stuff?
I've never had it.
It's
I've
so
never
good.
had it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
s-
that you were you.
I try to never drink drinks that have parents.
What?
The mother, right? Don't they have mothers in the kombucha? Do you not know what I'm talking about?
you have
because-
like
No.
next level knowledge of this? I don't
Because
know.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
living organisms. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude. And if you ever go in somebody's house, I'm in
I
a
think
lot
you're
of
thinking,
houses.
you're thinking of water kefir.
Yeah, love you, Kiefer.
Never
Shout
forget.
out.
Never forget, brother. But if you're in somebody's
He's a
house,
listener.
which I'm in a lot of houses, and they have like the wooden barrel that's like brewing the kombucha. If you ever lift the lid, there's like a orangey, slimy
an alien
looking
that's
like jellyfish wannabe. And they call that the mother. That's the stuff that like ferments and
Oh,
makes
yeah.
the
You gotta
It-
scrape it off.
it like puts the organisms in the kombucha that like helps your body process whatever it's supposed to process.
Bail on that.
It's real bad.
That's
So sorry that I happen to know something.
Hey, dude. It's about time.
So I try not to drink drinks that have
well,
parents.
one time I drank a Gatorade from the store.
And Gatorades have gators as parents.
I take a sip, and it's this huge pus ball that just loads my mouth. Ugh, it was so nasty.
What was it?
It was like a algae pus ball. I don't know. But I was scared to drink Gatorade for a while.
Did you like write Gatorade or do anything with it, or you
No,
just,
but it was
that
at
was the day I got the pus ball. Everyone gets a pus ball here and there.
It was from the On the Run Exxon across from Chick-fil-A. So beware.
Did you check? Was it expired? Like,
No,
Why
it-
would a Gatorade have?
I don't know.
There's no ingredient.
It was
in-
sealed, and it was gross.
It could have been the Gatorade that your friend
It was.
No.
used to leave.
Was it like kombucha Gatorade or something? Or boba.
Did
that
it
would
have
make
a
me
parent?
feel better now that I know it has a mother.
That one might have been the parent.
The gallon size one.
Oh, God. Dude, you just drank some alien, dude. You're part alien.
Dude, that was so funny.
Well, you guys haven't asked, so I'll just tell you. My week was not great. Thank you. I've been documenting our plumbing issues and stuff on the pod, and
Oh yeah, dude.
I think that it's like what's the one that goes up to your roof? You're like an exhaust
vent
Chimney.
line.
A vent line, yeah.
Yeah.
I think because I put a shower in and I didn't put an additional vent line in, that could be part of the issue, but I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. The point is, I'm in my kid's bathroom. I took out their whole like vanity cabinet and everything and cut into the drywall to see the plumbing and stuff, to see where the issue was. And as I'm there, my wife comes in and she's like, "Hey, do you see this?" And around the edging of their tub, it was like the drywall was like spongy, and it was like there was like black coming out from under it. And I was like, "Okay, I'm not dealing with that right now. I'm working on this problem. I can look at that later." And so ultimately, behind the vanity, there was nothing that I could figure out. It was bone dry. There was no issues. So I go over and look at the other thing. and it's very, very wet in the drywall. And so I start peeling back like the laminate and everything, and the water just keeps going. Like,
Oh man!
and so fast forward,
It's a lot of water.
all the laminate is ripped up, and the luan beneath this laminate above the subfloor is ripped up, and it's just all molded, rotted wood in their bathroom. The fact that they haven't fallen through the floor in their bathroom is like a miracle. So I get to do all that and figure that issue out, which is great. And the best of all, that's not the cause of my water drainage issues in my bathroom. So,
But you
square
did find
one-
the drainage issue.
No. I just think that it might be a vent line.
You know, you don't have to run. They do make vent. well,
Yeah.
can
We
about
talk
this
about
later.
offline. I think I have one of those. It's just like a little cap that you
Yeah,
put on. Yeah. So yeah, not great.
Well, sorry to hear that, but you know what? Those pictures you were sending me were really funny.
Yeah.
So, the whole time I was like, why did he go through the tub to see behind the tub? Why didn't he just go to the other room and cut through the wall to see like a normal person would do? But then I realized
Steven's face right. I'm like, wait,
Right.
what?
No.
your subfloor. I realized it was your subfloor you were worried about.
Right. It wasn't. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of plumbing talk on the podcast.
Shawn, you had a pretty crazy flood at your house a long time ago, right?
Yeah. It was like the day before we left for Disney World, and I took
So, like one of the 250 days of the year.
yeah, that probably didn't narrow it down a lot.
Right.
Yeah, it was one of the many times. No, we were. I think I took a big dump or something right before work, and it was like one of those auto flushing toilets that like
In your house?
Of course it was.
Of course, it was.
It was from the
auto-flushing,
previous
dude.
Yeah.
owner.
Yeah.
I'm
And you
sure.
bought it for $1 billion.
Did that guy have
gold-plated.
arms?
It's not a big deal. It wasn't solid gold. No, it was like
It was one of Donald's old
He
mansions.
has functional gold in his house.
Yeah.
That's next level gold. Next level
Don't
gold,
we all?
dude.
What are you talking about? This place doesn't have gold.
That was rust, Sean.
Look, that truck right there has got gold all over it.
It's so fancy. No, but we yeah, it was like one of those like auto I don't know, it was like a touch sensitive thing or something, but
Right.
it failed, and the water luckily it was all fresh water. But it was
As opposed to
fresh water
salt water.
running out of
Yeah,
the
for
back.
real.
Yeah, out of the back of the toilet all day. So we came home, and I remember getting out of my car. It was I think it was like I think it was in the fall or something. So like it was dark when I got out, and there was like a guy in front of my house, and he's like, "I hear your smoke alarm's going off in your house." So I panicked. I ran inside thinking there was a fire or something. My dog was like freaking out, and it was just like beep beep beep, and just water just
Oh
pouring.
man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool that your neighbor came and told you that though.
Sean, do you believe in Bigfoot?
Absolutely.
Do you?
There's too many sightings for it to
Like,
be
are
a
you
bear or something.
are you into like the weird cryptid? Like,
Cryptozoology?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
do you really?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite?
I don't know. Chupacabra's pretty cool.
Pretty dope.
It's pretty awesome. See, I don't know all the names. Like I know like some of the stories and stuff.
Okay.
I sometimes go on like major rabbit holes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
late at night, just like looking up random cryptid creatures and stuff. You know,
Nice.
It's a typical Tuesday night for me, honestly. I don't know. Mothman's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's kind of local, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like that. You know.
Yeah.
It's like rooting for the local
Home
53
team.
or something.
Shut your mouth.
Except for people who have actually heard of the Mothman.
I feel the need to print a retraction that I thought Local 53 was a normal thing. Shawn is also a large football fan. You guys are not, so I didn't take your word for it at all. But Shawn has corrected that it is not the Local 53.
Yeah, that's something else.
So
I don't know what that is.
It's like Baskin Robbins or something. Is that 23? What's the
No,
Baskin Robbins number?
Dude, 23 is Dr.
23.
Pepper.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
47
No,
or
I know what
something?
you're talking about. It's like
Local 53, I think,
Yeah.
is like a welders union or something, isn't it?
yes. I think that's what it is.
Dude, all the welders are getting represented. They're like, yeah,
About time.
football.
Hey Jim, did you hear that? finally,
We're on.
Finally getting the recognition we deserve.
Great, now we're going to get letters.
Not more letters. They're so pointed at me.
I know where you got that from. There's a one of the commercials on the radio. I think was
Yeah.
talking about the local. I don't even know if it was 53 though.
Yeah, it might not. I don't know.
It was a number for sure.
Yeah,
And-
local 37. I don't know, dude.
Something like
37
that.
seems strong.
That
for it.
sounds-
That's
yeah.
all I know.
Nice, dude.
Cool. Wait. Yeah.
What
Have
were
you ever
we
seen
even
a ghost?
talking about? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have actually.
And let's leave it at that.
That's good enough.
Oh, dude,
and
I
we'll
do.
see you next week.
I have so many ghost stories. Not.
Do you really?
Yeah. So my grandparents had a house. They rented a house out in Upperville years ago.
Of course they did.
Dude,
No, dude,
naturally,
trust
dude.
Dude.
What was the ghost made out of? Silver?
He was actually the butler.
Oh my gosh. I almost did the rim shot thing, but I didn't want to sully that joke. That was good.
No, so they were renting a house out in Upperville. It was an old house built in like the 1700s or something. Apparently, it was like on the historic registry or whatever. George Washington apparently stayed there when he was a kid or something. Like when
At
he
your
was,
grandparents' house.
yeah, like he slept there, stayed there.
What? Who are you?
No,
We actually own
Listen.
Marshall.
oh, ridiculous. No, so I guess when he was, it's really not important at all, but just tells you how old the house
No,
is.
it's pretty important.
Oh, yeah,
This is
yeah.
the coolest thing ever.
Yes.
Forget about ghosts. Just tell us about your George Washington house.
Oh yeah, no. So I think when he was doing surveying with Lord Fairfax, or Fairfax, Mr. Fairfax, whatever, something Fairfax, I don't know.
Yeah.
They stayed there from time to time. So there's I think there's like a plaque on the house or something. Anyways, cool old house, but they had like so many like ghost stories, like just crazy stuff. Like my grandmother would like sit down on the couch, like during the day. She didn't work, and while my grandfather
Why
was at
would
work.
she?
Yeah,
It's the butler's job.
yeah, exactly. So she'd get out of the 3 or 4 different pools that they had outside and come inside and sit down on the couch. And she said on numerous occasions she would sit down and then look like next to her and see like the couch like depress, like go down next to her and stuff. And she said one time there was it was like late at night and she was watching TV or something and the fireplace was going and out of the corner of her eye she saw like what looked like a black noose like fell off of the wall and like slithered away. Like just weird, just like really
What?
freaky. Yeah.
Was it a snake? Old houses have snakes. Are we sure it's not just a snake?
Could have been a snake. Yeah, it did bite her.
Right, exactly.
Kind of makes sense.
I don't think
And-
we have any snakes that are black around here, though.
Yeah, that would.
That seems uncommon.
Yeah.
What was a black mamba?
Oh.
Oh, but that's like Kentucky or something, right?
That's Lowerville.
I thought it was Arkansas. Is it Kentucky?
Sounds right.
I think our sarcasm gets lost in this medium.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like,
Everyone's like,
does he really
"What?"
not know that's an African snake? It's one of the most deadly in the world. No, but yeah, they had so many other like crazy stories. Like
Was
my,
it? Sorry. A lot of times it seems like people that live in like houses with ghosts and stuff, like the scariness wears off, and it's just like, oh, Deborah's just sitting next to me. Like you have a ghost right now at your house, right?
In theory.
In theory, that like
It hasn't shown itself in a while.
he moved on, but like there's like this just like acceptance of like we have this paranormal thing that's happening, and
Yeah.
it's no longer that scary. But
Yeah.
was that kind of their attitude, or was it more like, no, I don't like someone coming and sitting next to me on the couch? Like that's
yeah, I mean, there were definitely times when like it was more palatable or easier to live with, I think. But there were definitely times when she was like with the seat cushion thing. She's like, I got up. It was like the middle of the day. She's like, I got up and I stood outside for the rest of the day. She's like, I couldn't.
Oh,
It was too
gosh.
weird. Yeah, but
better
there-
the middle of the day than like evening.
Yeah,
That would
right.
be not.
Did
okay
they
with
ever
that.
walk through them?
like like ghost through my grandparents or
Yeah.
grandparents to the ghost.
Either one.
I don't know.
They feel crazy.
I'd ask,
I
but
bet.
they're both dead. So.
Oh gosh.
Well, you can probably still visit them in that house.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
You
Maybe
just join the
still
party.
there. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
It's just an idea.
No. I'm trying to think of other stories. There was
What about you specifically?
so they and I have vague memories, but it's like one of those things where like you wonder if like you were told the story enough
Yeah,
times
yeah.
that you know But
It's like the family story, and you were the subject of the story.
yeah,
Okay.
but I do remember. So apparently, I was like playing in the foyer or something. I was like probably 4 or 5, and
Foyer.
He misspoke.
I'm sorry, so sorry. It's a foyer.
It didn't sound natural coming out of your mouth. We knew you were doing
Right,
that for
yeah.
us.
He was like,
Yeah.
what do the poor people call it? Foyer.
Oh yeah,
Hard R.
yeah. The foyer.
The bow.
But yeah, no. So I was playing in the foyer, and apparently I looked up and there was a man sitting on a horse in like Civil War revolutionary like garb or something, just standing there like looking at me or something. And I got up and told them, and they were like, "What?" I mean, I guess the fact that I like described it and was like, "Oh yeah, he looked like this and that."
And you're like
Like,
5, so
Yeah, exactly.
And you're naturally
So-
just a little slow. So the fact that you just come up with a
right.
revolutionary
And that was the other thing. They're like, "There's no way he came up with this on his own." Yeah, gosh, yeah, they had just so many like creepy, like a lot of
the
like
same house.
yes, they all all
Okay.
the same house. Yeah, numerous times like my grandmother would feel like a hand on her shoulder and turn around, like thinking it was my grandfather coming home early from work or something. And so yeah, weird stuff.
Ugh,
Yeah,
I don't like that.
creepy stuff. Yeah,
What is your what do you think ghosts are?
dude, I have no idea. I have no idea. It's one of those things I've gone back and forth on. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if it's like energy or something from a
Okay.
dead person, or,
Yeah, yeah.
or like from a soul or something, or could be demons. I don't know.
Mhm.
Who knows? And I mean, I definitely believe that are like legit, like not so nice, like poltergeist level, like demons and stuff that are actually like trying to cause you harm. But then I don't know. There seems to be a lot of stories of like
Benevolent
children.
ones
Yeah,
or whatever,
exactly. Yeah. So I have no clue. I don't even know if they're. Who knows if they're real or not? But
Yeah.
I trend toward thinking they are. But I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. No gay ghosts though.
Are,
Hey,
are you
you have to get new construction for that.
are you
None of that first cut lumber, dude.
that's a trendier thing.
first cut lumber? That's good.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I was
you
in
gotta
a house.
get back when there's the arsenic. You're straight back then, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was in a house this morning that, like, public record says it was built in like 1889, but then apparently, like, in the cellar, there's like hand hewn boards and stuff that like they dated it. It's like, no, dude, this was made in like the 1820s or 1830s or something. So it's like just like that kind of first
Right.
cut lumber kind of
First
thing.
cut
But it's
lumber,
like
yeah.
the way that they gauge it, you know, it's not just carbon dating science stuff. It's like, nah, dude, they don't even have tools like that in the 1880s.
Yeah. Those old boards are legit too. They're so hard. I'm sure
And they're
you probably
actually
got-
2x4s. instead
Yeah.
of
Right.
Two and,
Exactly.
1.5 by
And the gra-
3.5s.
the grain is a lot tighter too because it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like old wood
Oh, yeah.
as opposed
Doesn't
to like
rot nearly as easy.
yeah.
That's why we still have it.
So for all you wood fans out there, you're welcome.
It's right. Hit the plumbers.
This is why they come to us.
the carpenters.
And they electricians, welders, the welders that we got.
The Boulders
yeah.
Coalition
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, the local 53.
Local-
Yeah. Brought to you by Local 53. What
Yeah,
about
my
you?
bad on that.
Have you seen any ghosts? What do you think?
Yeah, there have been weird things that happen
Yeah.
and stuff. Like a lot of things that are like could be written down as like coincidences, but then they like pile up all in the same evening kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. Like we talked about the haunted bridge incident with Dan, and
I still haven't gotten a solid, consistent story on that.
I know.
So
I
I'm
thought
just sort of like
it's like
yeah,
way
here
more
we go again.
paranormal for me, and then to hear someone
I
else.
was like, yeah, but there was a car there.
Exactly.
They were listening to music.
We
Right.
wanted to believe.
Yeah, a lot of my paranormal happenings take place with Dan, like right there.
Like what?
Like the ghost that
Besides the bridge.
the ghost that stole my keys to the generator. Dude,
I'm still not convinced on that one.
dude,
No.
He lost his keys in the garage.
yeah, exactly. No, dude, it was weird. Have I we brought that one up, or are you guys just thinking?
I have not heard.
I think
To
so,
be
but
fair-
Let's hear it.
say
Let's
it
hear
again,
that
say
one.
it
I want to believe in like the paranormal. So
Of course.
obviously I'm biased and I look way more into
of
things.
course,
It's fun.
because it's
Of course.
fun.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's exciting.
It is way more fun to think stuff's real.
Right. But like, so
That's a
Dan,
quote.
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. Quote it up.
Dan-
Just make t-shirts.
Dan and his wife are over at our house and we lose power, and so like I get like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, we finally get a chance to use the generator that I bought. So Dan and I wheel this generator out and put it on the porch, and I set it up and everything, and then I go to hit the keys, and there are no keys with it. So I go back into the garage where it was. It's like a brand new generator. I've never used it. I'm hunting all over for the keys. There was like this big cabinet that all the parts were on and stuff. And so I'm like digging through each layer of this. It's not there. I'm going through our junk drawer. No keys there. I'm going literally tearing the house apart. Dan was there and can attest that we're literally tearing this house apart. Am I right?
Oh yeah, it's true.
Because it was just like
Verified.
candlelit everywhere. It was
Like literally.
literally
ripping it apart.
ripping walls are. Our
The
house
key
does
was
not
under
have
the linoleum in the bathroom.
yeah, exactly.
Did you check the foyer?
Yeah, I did. I looked 3 times in the foyer and it was not there. So anyway, we ended up just giving up. We couldn't find the keys or whatever. So Dan goes home, and my wife orders another key from the
Key store.
from the manufacturer, and I go out in the garage, and sitting directly on top of the counter thing that I was looking all over is just this big bag, and in the bag is the only thing in the bag is one key for the thing. And so I text her and say, dude, you didn't tell me that the key came in. I wanted to try it out. Like, why didn't you tell me? She's like, I haven't even ordered the key yet. I was like, well, that's weird. What? And then so I look in the it's the right key to the generator and everything, literally just laying on top of everything. So I text Dan, I'm like, bro, did you find the key and you just put it on the counter? He's like, what key? So like no explanation, no nothing, but it was like pointedly just placed on top of it. So you fast forward like a year, 6 months, something like that. We put the key in a secure location this time, and I'm like, not gonna have this happen again. It was in the back of our junk drawer, so I knew exactly
This
where it was.
pesty ghost.
Right, dude.
taking my keys.
I'm
I've had enough.
I'm not paranoid, dude. This is real, bro.
There's
Anyway.
no way they can open a drawer.
You can't pass through a solid object. There's no way.
I put salt around it, okay?
Okay, good. No, we're good. We should have let off with that.
Yeah, you should. There was thumbtacks in that junk drawer, dude. It was gnarly.
See a ghost pop.
Anyway, so the power goes out like a year later, and I'm like, all right, it's cool. I know where the keys are now. We have 2 sets of them. I go and look. Both sets are gone. Can't find them anywhere. Tear the house apart. End up, I'm like literally like, I don't cuss, but I get as close to cussing at this demon out as I can. Like, my kids think I'm insane because I'm just like, in the name of Jesus, I rebuke you. Give me back my freaking keys, all this stuff. And so I'm telling my wife, like, as soon as we go to bed, we're going to find the keys. I promise you this. This is going to happen just because it's like just the enemy tempting, like messing with us or whatever. Sure enough, we go to bed, laying on top of her end table are the sets of keys. I was like, you got to be kidding me. This guy got me again. So,
That was
power
definitely
hasn't
your wife.
gone out again, but
Well, I did use it.
oh yeah,
for a
you did
different
use
power
it,
outage.
right? Dan
Brought it
borrowed
to my house.
Did you have any issues with the keys?
Oh no, they were great. Brand new.
He had a different ghost there. He fought our ghost off.
Yeah. His ghost isn't into keys.
Some ghosts are into Santa, some ghosts are into keys.
They all have a thing.
Yeah.
He was not a ghost. So I've never seen a ghost. I don't know what to make of that.
I've never seen a ghost. I don't think a lot of
never
people
seen a
do
ghost
see a
either.
ghost. They just kind of.
He saw a ghost on a horse.
Well,
yeah, I
he
don't know.
says
if I
he
did.
did.
I don't know. I was like 4.
2 horses or 2 ghosts. A horse and a guy.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wait, was it a ghost horse or was it a real horse in your foyer?
Was it your 5th birthday when you got
Yeah, it
the
might have
horse?
been-
or-
yeah, I think actually I think it was a real horse.
I've
never seen a ghost.
That was the birthday party, right?
Ah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
That was just the guy delivering-
daddy for a horse.
Mommy. I really wanted a brown horse.
Yeah.
Was it a white horse?
Yeah, it was a white horse.
Dude, was it Mosby that you saw?
I didn't ask.
Oh, shit.
I should have.
Did it have a
Missed
spike
opportunity.
coming out of its head?
I didn't have a head.
Oh,
It actually had
my-
like a
wait,
pumpkin on
I was
its
going to say,
arm.
was it a pumpkin riding?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
No name tags.
No. Well, it said, "Hi, my name is Ghost," but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't specific enough, you know.
So it obviously wasn't a residual haunting. He was able to change the nameplate. That's a demon, bro.
Oh shoot! Yeah, you're right. Crap.
I never thought about that.
It's crazy.
Probably never will again either.
Yeah.
So, question about ghosts. Most of the time, these people don't die, in pleasant ways. So their ghost bodies look like how they did before they died, or like at the time. I mean, there's the headless ones, but then other ones just look normal
Yeah,
from
so,
different ages.
so I think that like the ghost lore, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're a big ghost guy, but
I'm really not.
like the thought behind the
You're
thought.
clearly
Is that
the
what you brought me
authority
here?
on ghosts.
Yeah, exactly. Got a big ghost guy. Got a Bigfoot guy, a ghost guy. Like the residual haunting apparently is like in time you have this traumatic energy experience that happens, and that like imprints this scene onto this area, and so like it's residual, like it keeps coming back over and over again. So you're seeing this like scene play out that happened a long time ago, and so that's why you have like the headless person or whatever. Like they don't necessarily like interact with you. It's more like you're just watching it happen.
They're in a loop.
It's on a loop, yeah.
Interesting.
Which brings us back to like the dimension and black holes and stuff from last week. Time is a construct. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, there's this. It reminds me of this resort up in Bath. I think it's Bath County, Hot Springs, Virginia. Are you guys familiar?
I am.
It's called the Homestead. It's like a really old, like enormous. Like I think it dates back to like the 17. What is with the 1700s with me? I don't know.
Dude.
It's a great
It's-
century.
yeah,
It's
it's
when
a
your
great
family
yeah.
made all their money.
That's right. My family is so poor.
They wasted
know,
it.
reparations.
Between then and then. They pay a lot of debts.
A lot of
I don't want to brag, but so many debts.
All the debts.
the best debts.
We've never seen so many debts.
Yes. I walked in there. I said, "Whoa, that's a lot of debts."
You think you have debts? You don't have debts. Anyway.
Yeah. So So there's this enormous resort called the Homestead, and it's I think it's like maybe 3.5. You all right? Good.
Just try not to laugh so much.
Like 3 or 3.5 hours from here. And Rachel we actually went there on our honeymoon. So not to.
Wow.
Traveled 3 hours, bro. That's old money.
Yeah, no. So it's actually a super cool place if you want to take your wives or your friends there. Anyways, this is such a weird.
Speaking of today's sponsor,
Well,
Laughy gas.
I say friends because this is
okay, let's
such
just
a
keep
weird
going.
story. Anyways, went back there with a group of friends actually to this resort
Yes.
for a bachelor weekend thing. So we just kind of hung out, went hiking and stuff, and stayed at this big resort. So we had heard that it was haunted, and apparently it's
Dude, collect yourself.
bro. Pull it together.
Something in the air is getting me.
Is it Rachel?
Is this a skunk? We have a skunk running around here, dude.
Yeah.
It's the Santa suit, isn't it? It's actually. It turns out it's one of the most haunted hotels or places to stay, like in the U.S. Like it's like
No way.
yeah, like a ton of sightings and stuff. And one of the main like ghosts or whatever that people see is a legend has it that this girl was supposed to get married. I think it was like around the turn of the century or something, like early 1900s, and her groom to be stood her up at the altar, and so she jumped out of like the 14th floor, killed herself. And so people on the 14th floor will see like a lady in white walking up and down, and they'll see like reflections and stuff of her in mirrors and things, like specifically on that floor. And yeah, and so once we heard this, we went on like a little ghost
tour.
Yeah, exactly. Ghost tracking thing. Me and my stupid buddies, and we downloaded a bunch of legit apps, like ghost finding apps on your phone.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah,
like geocaching for ghosts.
yeah. No, it's
Did you get like
Shit.
the Spirit Box app or whatever?
I can't remember.
Ouija board app? What you working with?
Pokemon Ghost.
That's what it was. Yeah. We kept having to catch the ghosts, with the balls and stuff. Yeah. No, it was, I don't know, some stupid app. It was like, it would just blurt out like random phrases and random words as you're walking by when it senses like energy or something. It was so stupid. But anyway, so like we're walking up and down all these halls and stuff, and just trying to poke the bear. And
So have you
mess with
always
this ghost
worshipped the
stuff.
devil, or how's that work?
no, it's just sort of like a
Just
For
that
the
one
moment.
yeah.
A weekend.
It just
thing.
felt right, Anyway, no.
My friend had the goat skull, but
Yeah. Yeah, so after chanting 666 a few times,
Dude, don't say that.
sorry.
it's like Beetlejuice.
No, so we were, just,
What are you doing?
can I finish my ghost story?
Yes, please
Okay.
do. Does something actually
Are you
happen?
going to say Voldemort next? What's going on?
I was going to say Beetlejuice again. But,
Stop! That's two guys. Stop it.
no, so anyway, so we went to bed that night and woke up the next morning. I mean, we were just being like totally like jerks about it, like just going up and down the hall, like, yoo-hoo.
That's what my ghost did.
Really? Yoo-hoo. Just totally like,
Fabulous.
yeah, I think she did say that a few times.
Yeah.
No, so anyway, so the next morning we get up and we noticed that the fireplace was on. And so there was like two rooms or something, like two adjacent rooms with like a hallway or something connecting. And the fireplace, like, it was like a gas fireplace you turn on with like a knob or something. And we couldn't figure out the night before how to turn it on. And it was on the next morning. And so, I was talking to my buddies. I'm like, all right, come on. I know you guys turned this on. We're like, no, we legitimately did not turn this on. So we're sitting there trying, because now there's open flames in the room, and we're trying to turn it off. Couldn't figure it out. Finally got it off. Like there's like a knob like underneath or something, underneath the like fake log. Turned it off, and as soon as we turned it off, we're like looking at each other like, what the heck happened? And then one of those like old time like radiator heaters.
Yeah.
One of the pipes busted and started like shooting like steam into the room. It was just a weird like series of events, but it definitely happened right
nuts.
after we like antagonized a ghost. So, I mean, it had to be connected.
Oh yeah, that's
100%.
If not, it's actually crazier if it would just be a coincidence.
Yeah. So we called like the maintenance.
They said, yeah, they
dudes or
bust all
something.
the time.
Like, we,
Oh, Deborah got him again.
her husband's name was Buster.
I don't understand that one.
Busting pipes.
Busting pipes.
Buster. It was really stupid. You didn't miss it.
I don't want to get that.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, no. Anyway, so
I don't.
it's a terrible story. Okay. But some pipes busted, and there was a fire that we couldn't turn off, and had to be a ghost, right?
Yeah.
It had to be.
don't
Dude,
know
I
what
went to
else
a
could be.
hotel one time, and the blinds wouldn't come down. It was. Ghost followed me home and stole my keys.
Look, you had to be there, okay?
Dude, you know what's crazy? You said the haunted hotel thing. And for our honeymoon, we went to Ireland or Scotland because I love my wife. And so
And it was his dream to go.
yeah, I'm just joking. And so like for one of our wedding gifts, like my sister-in-law got us to stay at this castle, and the castle was built in like 800 AD or something, like this ancient, maybe 1100 AD. But suffice to say, it was an old castle.
Well,
and
they
they
carbon dating on it.
they don't carbon date non-carbon things. Anyway,
There's no carbon in a rock.
He checked.
yeah. Well, they have. Never mind. You're getting me off topic. They converted it to a hotel, right? And so she got us like the Prince Edward room or something, which is like on the top floor, like super nice, has the bathroom en suite, and like it's like dope. So the Prince Edward room is like dope.
Yoo-hoo.
Apparently, they don't need to be new houses. So there she was. No, but so the whole place is like, it's so cool, and like you are walking through the halls and everything, and it just feels like you're in the 1100s AD, the 12th century. And so we go to sleep at night, and I can't sleep. I wake up. It's probably like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I pull out my phone, and like an idiot, I'm like planning our next trips and stuff. We were like castle hopping, all these ruins and everything. I'm like, I wonder if there's any like ghost stories about these castles that we're going to see. And so I look up like haunted places in the UK or something. And it said like top 10 haunted places in the UK, and I'm going through the castles. And like number 4 was the castle that I'm sleeping in the bed. And I click on it and I'm like reading it like an idiot. And the person said like, we're staying in one of the royalty rooms. And I wake up in the middle of the night and there's this woman just staring at me. And so now I'm like in the royalty room in the middle of the night, and I'm like, oh dear Lord, oh dear Lord, oh dear Lord. So I literally, like a baby, rolled over, pulled the blanket up over my head, and just went to sleep, dude. I was so scared.
Was it your wife?
Was my wife in
No,
the
he
review?
said-
Just standing there.
No, that was somebody he was reading online in a review saying that somebody's. And for a second there,
I thought that was
for a
you.
second there, I thought it was him too, and I was like, oh no, he's still talking about the thing he's reading.
Sorry, it was the car accident. I still can't talk about it. So, no fireplace incidents, which is less cool.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
But castle ghosts are one of the coolest versions, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
probably.
they're up there with probably lighthouse ghosts, I would say. are pretty
Dude,
cool.
lighthouse ghosts are brutal.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepier.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What's
Cat-
the scariest ghost?
A lighthouse ghost.
You think lighthouse?
Like
Like,
the scariest.
Maybe a ship ghost.
I was gonna say like
ship
Like
ghost.
a cruise
yeah.
ship ghost. Abandoned cruise ship ghost.
cruise ship, dude. I'm thinking pirate ship ghost.
Yeah,
Or pirate
pirate ship
ship.
for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a movie about that or something. Like a
Ghost ship?
series of like 4 or 5.
Ghost ship.
That is a movie.
He's
Is
talking
it
about Pirates of
really?
the Caribbean, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about ghost ship.
I've never heard of that.
Pirates
it
of the
out.
Caribbean? You've never heard of that?
No, is that the one with Robert Downey Jr.?
No, Jack Black.
No, you're thinking of, no, that's the one with the dinosaurs where they eat all the people on the
Right,
island.
Land of the Lost.
Yeah. No, that's the one where the plane goes down, I think. And
Right.
they're on the island for like
Survivor.
years. No. That's the one with Bear Grylls, I think, right?
No, you're thinking Jada Pinkett Smith was Survivor.
Jada Pinkett Smith. He
Is
played
that
for
the guy who goes and
Celtics?
films himself and then like it's a survival show? Is that the one?
That broke so quick. No one even recognized Jada Pinkett Smith as a woman. He just
I thought that was the son.
That's Jaden.
Wait, Jada and Jaden?
Yes.
and Will and Willow. That's the
Yeah,
deal.
Willow
They're,
is
they're
named
weird,
after
dude.
Her father.
I never even put that together.
That's the only weird thing they've done, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like the naming of kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything else is totally normal.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They're just
Slapping
American
people at
family.
Grammys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd say lighthouse or ghost, ship ghosts. I think. I mean, because you can't go anywhere, right? I mean, you're on the
Yeah,
you're on the
that's
ship in the
true.
middle of the ocean.
Exactly.
If a ghost comes out, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Jump into the dark water? No.
Mm.
Ghost shark at that point.
Dude, ghost shark.
Oh,
Ghost
shit.
shark
Egyptian
actually,
ghosts?
that might be the scariest thing.
That's the thing. Why don't we see more like animal ghosts? Is it because animals don't have souls? You think
Well, who's to say that we aren't seeing animal ghosts?
that
Oh.
I did hit that deer? It was just a ghost.
It was Sasquatch,
Yeah.
Dogman,
What do you think Dogman is a ghost of? Do you know Dogman?
dogs.
I've heard of it. I'm not.
Okay. Do you know like Anubis, the
Like,
Greek?
come on.
It's like God
Yep.
dog head. Well, people are seeing that in like the woods.
What is
And-
that called? Like the Egyptian Dogman
Anubis.
guy? Yeah, Anubis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like with Bigfoot, people will report the sightings, and it's like some people think he's like this jolly green giant kind of thing. And he would never hurt a soul. He's like a Native American spirit guy. But every time with Dogman, it's like no, that was demonic. Like that was evil. Like whatever it was.
That would definitely be scarier.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
And it's like Bigfoot. Again, I go back and forth on with whether Bigfoot exists or not by the day. But if he does exist, you could like rationalize that he's like just a ancient man or a gorilla off breed or whatever like that. But like Dogman, there's no anthropological reason for a man to have a dog head kind of thing.
It could be like a Russian experiment.
Short of like, yeah, like the werewolf and everything, like the whole lore that's been there for time immemorial. What is the there's a biblical werewolf thing. You listen to the
Biblical
podcast
one?
where they were talking about,
Oh, so now you believe the Bible?
bro.
Oh boy.
It was like a Nebuchadnezzar. I don't think it was Nebuchadnezzar, but it was like
oh,
one
yeah,
of those
when
like
he turns into a beast.
yeah.
I think it is Nebuchadnezzar.
It might be Nebuchadnezzar.
Thought it was
Where-
Jacob. Twilight.
Dude, that was a good
what, dude?
double pull.
Or was
It's
it
crossover.
Esau?
So Esau was really furry, but
Pulling out Twilight references, you're gonna get woohooed. I'm just telling you.
I deserve that.
do you know there's a branch of people?
How
that,
did you get Rachel?
Dude,
He doesn't mean that,
My
Rachel.
terrible ghost stories.
He knows you
we
love him.
literally have two different conversations happening.
And ours is worth
That's
it.
why I gave up on ours, because it was like, all right, we'll just fall into theirs, whatever. Anyway,
So Nebuchadnezzar becomes a wolf man.
Esau
Basically, yeah.
is said to be covered in hair and have red hair.
Oh,
And so there's like a branch of people that think like Bigfoot is like the descendants of Esau or something.
right.
And then there's also like all the giant lore, 'cause the giants are supposed to have had red hair and everything. The longer I think about the giants, the more I think it's like Native Americans seeing the Scandinavian Vikings come over because they're all redheads and stuff, and they're just really big people. And so like they're saying there's giants in this cave of giants, and really they're just like Vikings.
They haven't
that
found
just
skeletons of
burned
them.
them out. They found skeletons.
Hey, that's a valid question.
No, and it is that's a dark, long hallway to go down.
They have found in the 1800s. There's a bunch of newspaper clippings and stuff of finding these giant skeletons.
Farmers would find them routinely, tilling their fields.
And
So
then-
why are you saying Scandinavian?
So you just threw me off again. So one day I'm here, one day I'm there. You got me with the skeleton thing. So the Smithsonian created all these laws and everything that you can't display human remains and everything. So anytime someone finds one of these giant skeletons, the Smithsonian comes in and picks them up,
Snatches it
and
up, dude.
like you never see it again. It's like in the Indiana Jones at the very end when they're like pushing the Ark of the Covenant through
A warehouse full
warehouse.
of the goods.
Yeah, it's like that's where all the giant bones
It would be
are.
so cool going in the Smithsonian warehouse.
It's my favorite Mel Gibson movie.
Oh yeah.
Any Given Sunday is mine.
Thank you,
mind
Sean.
blank.
Back to you in the studio.
I was about to reference the page sheet. I'm like, crap, that's actually a Mel Gibson movie.
I went Taking Back Sunday, then I had to change to Any Given Sunday.
Oh my goodness. Okay, scenario.
All right, love these.
You wake up in the middle of the night. There's a ghost in one corner of your room. There's an alien in the other corner. What are you more afraid of?
Oh, the alien.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter who's where because I'm still going to the bathroom to pee.
Oh, absolutely.
What's the joke?
I did not like that.
I don't get the joke.
So dumb. Like that wasn't even
I just laughed because it felt like the thing to do.
what did you want us to do?
I don't know. Maybe agree with me.
So
For
ghost
once.
is like, is it a human ghost or is it like a dark, creepy figure?
No, it's definitely creepy for sure. Like, it's gonna hurt you.
Oh.
I still lean
Sorry-
alien.
Sorry, everyone.
I still lean alien.
It got Steve there.
I saw signs I literally couldn't look out my window for months. I have a weird thing
dude,
about aliens, dude.
Signs
I
is
can't.
So
Can
good.
ghosts
Yeah.
physically do stuff to you?
That's my-
Poltergeist can.
It's my favorite Joaquin
Poltergeist.
Phoenix movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know.
What is it?
That's not fair. He's in it.
No, I'm telling you, that's legitimately my favorite Joaquin Phoenix movie.
You didn't like Joker?
I don't even think about Joker when I think of Joaquin Phoenix.
Dude,
I think of Gladiator and I think of Signs.
That was Mel.
The
Gibson,
Village,
right?
maybe. Yeah,
That was Mel Gibson.
but his brother was Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay, yeah, different mothers, right?
I'm not sure.
No. Are you talking about Gladiator?
He's the swing away guy, right?
Dude, that was so good.
Very
He's
good.
next level, dude.
Yeah, he's playing 40 chess over here. We're still playing checkers.
75% of our audience is
Told
like,
you I prepared today, guys.
75% of our audience is like, I don't get this podcast. This is not for me.
And after this episode,
Last week was so hard to come up with a title because we talked about nothing good.
Dude, we had no through line, like
good.
we were saying.
come on.
Yeah.
That's kind of my description.
It should just be unsought opinions. Dude, so that was funny. I asked Shawn if he wants to be on the podcast. He's like, what's the title? I said, Unsought Opinions. He's like, is that why you asked me?
That's good.
Oh, that was funny.
He's very quick.
So anyway,
Shawn.
say the word. We'll kick Luke off, and you're in. You're a member.
Do it. Make it happen.
You heard it here first. Well, actually, Luke probably didn't hear it.
Meanwhile, he's fighting fires somewhere.
Yeah, no,
No,
he's
he
laid up
broke-
right now. He broke his foot going down the
yeah,
stairs.
That's right.
He's too
That was
excited.
one of the episodes I listened to.
Nice.
It's like
Nice.
third day on the job or something. Like he broke his like pinky toe or something.
It was his
I don't know.
petatarsal.
It's like this
What is it?
bone.
Metatarsal?
That's all the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, he
Tar-
showed us the pictures of
metatarsal?
it,
I
and
think
it's like
metatarsal.
he's got like screws and everything. It was
I saw him
Jeez.
yesterday, and he just got his stitches out, dude. His foot is so gnarly.
he showed you his foot.
Yeah, and he doesn't wash it, apparently. It's still got all the dye and stuff on
I
it.
think
Yeah.
he said he can't for like a
That was-
couple weeks or
That's
something.
that's not the point of the story. He's trying to make people think he's
Well, we were.
disgusting.
Remember when we were? You weren't there. I always want to bring up the story about when we were in Florida, and his toenails were so long we had to pull over and buy him nail
Clicking on the
clippers.
floor.
like the scene from Jurassic Park where
Sorry, Luke. Great story though.
He won't know.
Yeah, he's okay. He'll never hear
does
it.
he not listen?
No.
No, he doesn't.
No.
We have to
Heck.
dog him crazy until like the video portion of this gets fixed because he's like probably the best looking out of any of us.
Yeah, for
So we
sure.
gotta
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
he's
really
Young,
make everyone
strong, strapping.
right.
tall.
Firefighter.
Third career.
He's 3 careers deep.
Dude, yeah.
All two of the manliest careers.
He's
right?
10 years younger than us and way more professionally older than us.
And he's got a mustache too, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't
pretty
he?
nice one.
Gosh.
I don't know.
Does
a
he have a
beard now.
mustache now?
Is it no, he did the
Can't
full,
have a beard, right?
He did
It's
the full
a-
beard.
This is the Stanley.
can when he's
does-
on
does Stanley have a
medical leave.
mustache?
Yeah.
Sometimes I think when I laugh, I sound like a cartoon rabbit.
No, you just sound like SpongeBob. I'm not sure any of our laughs are desirable,
Yeah.
but whatever.
No, probably not.
I would kill for Dan's laugh. You just never hear it.
He's freezing to death right now, by the way. He touched me with his fingers. I was like, oh my goodness.
Thought it was a ghost.
That was a ghost. That is maybe the most like scary thing about ghosts. Like if they grab your neck with their cold hands, it's like
Oh,
one of my
yeah.
least favorite things.
Right.
Dude, just
It-
warm.
It's
Use
not the
some
fact that
hand
it's-
warmers, bro.
It's not the fact that it's a ghost. It's just that it's freezing
It's
cold.
freezing
Yeah.
cold on my
Exactly.
perfectly temperatured skin.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's cold?
You're
Ghosts?
You
Energy.
ever felt a dead
Pulling
person?
I don't know. Isn't that the theory? They're pulling energy from the environment around them or something.
Is that what?
I don't know.
is
You're a
happening with
ghost
our
guy.
polar
You
caps?
teach us.
I don't know. I'm not the ghost guy. Don't put that on me. Just because I've seen one in my foyer.
In Grand's foyer.
You know, speaking of grandparents in foyers, actually, there's nothing to do with foyer, but
or grandparents.
my grandfather claims he saw an alien in North Carolina.
No. All right. I thought we were going to wrap it up, but I need to hear it.
Do we need to wrap it?
aliens? Let's go.
Okay, real quick.
I'm going to get my guitar off the wet grass, though.
So it's the 70s, all right? It's
Oh, okay.
Late
So
at
it wasn't
night.
actually.
no, this guy
a
was
skunk.
This guy was straight edge.
Yeah.
My grandfather and all. No, so he was in like a Rite Aid or some convenience store or something, and he and some of the folks inside the store see like a flash of light or something coming down, like I think there was like a field or something across the way from the store, and in walks an alien, like legit. He claims an alien, actually a little green alien, like 4 or 5 foot. And I kid you, I mean he. Until he died, the day he died, he 100% believed this story. Walks in and he's got like some like spacesuit on and stuff, and he's got all the alien eyes and all the features.
Just your
He walks in.
classic alien.
Yeah, classic alien. And
This
he
is insane. That's insane.
yeah, and 100% believed it. Like absolutely. The best part is the alien walks in and asks for directions.
It's October 31st.
Some guy just pranking.
I can't remember to where what he was looking for, but I'm thinking
Was it the White House?
For the leader.
So the alien traversed the galaxy and has to walk into a Rite Aid
Yeah.
and ask for directions
To the Dagobah
in
system.
North Carolina or something.
Do you know Marty? Looking for Marty.
I mean, this is like total like tiny like Mayberry town in the middle of North Carolina.
He
So, like,
legit.
100%. My grandparents 100%. Like they told everybody that story.
And you know your grandparents, like they're not one to spin a yarn.
They never smoked anything, never drank, never did drugs or anything. I mean,
We
like
need to look up in the
100%.
paper and see if anyone else
Is this
said
the
that.
same
Now-
people that owned Upperville?
Yeah, but I don't see how that's correlated at all. No, yeah, same grandparents. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, they would also. I think my grandfather like 100% believed like the National Enquirer. Like, you remember those?
wow.
Yeah,
They like
wow.
that stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Hey,
So,
dude. That's,
Do you believe him?
No, not at all.
You don't.
No.
Okay.
I believe him more than you, I think.
I don't know if you're like just being Shawn right now, or if you really don't believe that your grandfather saw an alien.
No.
He
I
asked for. He saw him ask for directions, dude.
Why would he ask for
Your
directions?
grandpa's not with us anymore, right?
No.
Is he gone? Okay.
No, he's in Upperville.
You can't assume it anymore.
He's still in the mansion.
You ever heard of Middleburg? His last name's Middleburg.
Oh my goodness.
He's Mister.
This goes deeper than I thought.
No.
I was downwind of Middleburg one time, and all it smelled like was $100 bills, dude. It's like, yeah.
Horse manure. There's a lot of horses. That's where I thought you were going.
No, money. That's where I went.
So to this day, I won't go into a Rite Aid. That's where it's all.
I also won't go into Rite Aid, but for a very different reason.
Equally scary, though, I'm sure. Yeah.
Been some weird Rite Aids right here. A lot of alien costumes being sold there.
That's a wild story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen
Absolutely.
Alien?
Mhm.
You saw Starlink
I
that one time.
just
right?
watched Alien for the first time this year.
I didn't mean the movie. Have you seen an alien?
No. Have you?
No,
Why are you looking at me like that?
because he was talking to you.
It's like you're expecting me to say something.
You look like he was about to start telling a story.
I have no stories about aliens. I wish though.
Dude, I
That would
was
be cool.
I know.
driving on this road right here, and I think I told this story, but like, during our doing this podcast, I was just driving into town at night, and this green, I thought it was a shooting star, but it was green, and it came down, and it was like, you know how you think it's like a light refraction, like a green light thing or whatever happened, but like it goes behind the stop or the traffic light into the like grass. I saw it like all the way come down, and it was like a bright green light, and it was like that fast, and I just happened like 20 feet in front of me. I was like,
I did see a
What was
huge meteor
that?
fly over
okay,
me.
we're done with that story. Keep going. Down here.
Yeah, anyways, go ahead, Dan. Can you finish your story?
There was a huge meteor that flew over one day, like super low. And I was telling people about it. And then later, like the next day, there's a whole news story about it. So I wasn't crazy.
That's
Dude,
cool.
that thing's sweet.
We were just at the drive-in like 2 weeks ago. We took our kids to the drive-in for the first time or whatever, and a meteorite comes down like in the middle of the drive-in, just like you could literally hear it crackling. It's like I thought it was someone had set a firework off, but it literally like went down.
You
It was
could
like
hear it.
Yeah, I've heard him before too. It's
it was
crazy.
bizarre, but it like went like right over top of the movie screen. It was
Oh wow, that
it was
close.
like yeah,
Jeez.
it was wild.
Have you ever
That
seen-
might have been my perception, and it was actually like 500 feet up, but it seemed like it was like right over.
Even
top.
I think the
500
Earth
feet's nuts.
gains several hundred tons a year from space junk. Or like meteor dust
Yeah.
and stuff.
Really.
Which is pretty
Whoa.
cool.
Pretty soon we're gonna just implode.
Or be the size of Jupiter.
One or the other. I think
One
that's the way
can
it goes.
Is that why the Earth is warming? Because every year we get closer to the sun. It has nothing to do with anything they think. It's just
In fact, the
we're
Earth
growing.
started out as
Just getting fat and heavy.
the Earth
I'm
started
starting
out.
to sweat.
I'm so tired of trying to say something in this podcast, and you guys laugh over it.
You talk the most of anybody I know, dude.
I was in a car accident.
All right, you can only pull that so many times.
Dude, senior year of high school, I pulled it every day. If I ever got a question wrong, I was like, sorry, it was a car accident.
Car crash.
No big deal.
Did you ever get a date out of it?
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet.
When was it?
August 17th.
Wow.
Hey, we just passed our 17th anniversary of that car crash.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy because I was 17 when it happened. So half my life has been this annoying guy.
You're 56.
We met him too late.
Jeez.
You work for the government?
Sure do. Cleaning toilets.
Anyway.
Hey, that's a good job.
I know. I feel bad saying that. That was mean.
Ben Affleck did that in that movie where he could write on the board.
50 first dates?
I get so
That's your life
close.
story, isn't it?
I get so close to
sorry.
reality, and then you just knock it way off.
50 First Dates is such a crazy random title.
No, Ernest Goes to Camp, bro.
Well, I was thinking of memory loss and accidents and stuff.
Oh, that's brilliant,
Oh.
dude. 40 chess.
He's just on a different level.
You're saying 4D, and I'm thinking 40, like the number 40.
Well, you said 50 first dates.
Wait.
And I was thinking 51. I'm like, I feel like it was a different number. He's just trying to be
That's a
funny.
different movie. It's a rom-com, The 51st Date.
You thought that movie was 51 first date?
I thought that's what he was saying. Like 51 dates.
Oh, man.
It's the 51st date. Dude, that is the funniest.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
This is going to be the one.
That's the sequel to 51st Dates.
The 51st. Oh, my goodness. That's insane.
You need to play us out quick.
Dude, I think I ruined my guitar by leaving it in the grass.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not happy
It's
about
a
that.
sheer hand.
Guys, shut up.
Somebody, can you hold his microphone too? Wait, shouldn't we
yeah.
let Sean lead?
No,
shred
please
us out?
don't. No.
I am putting him back in his place.
Please do. Here, I'll
I
hold
will
your-
not be here next week.
You
hold
won't?
your mic.
He's gonna replace me.
Yep, it sounds good.
Why does that keep happening?
Because it
Dude,
keeps falling.
the temperature dropped like
and it keeps
30 degrees while
literally
we're out
falling
here.
down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when has falling over ever made an instrument out of tune?
That's
You
a good
tell me
point.
that.
I didn't think of that.
Okay. Well,
Well, Steven's going to do this anyway, regardless of what it sounds like. While you're out there this week, remember. Whether you're dressing up like Santa Claus for your neighbor or if you're on your 51st date. Also, thanks, Shawn, for coming on the pod, brother. It's always fun to see you, man.
Thanks for having me, man. This is fun.
Yeah, bro. All right. Well, blessings to you all.
Are you going to pray?
No, that's it. Goodbye.